We've been working on a project to motivate the bottom 20% of Year 9 pupils and to try and engage them in science again and hopefully gain good grades up to a level 5 in their SATs at the end of this year.
At the start of the project, our deputy headmistress put forward a bid to Nesta. And as part of that bid, we had to work in collaboration with some industry specialists, and we were delighted when Sunderland University were willing to come along and work with the children.
A torque is a turning force, so if you kick something, if you extend the leg is turning around the knee joint.
I attended a local aim higher meeting, and the deputy head at Hetton approached me and asked me about what I thought about the National Collaborative, and it fit quite well because I coordinate a club called the Bright Sparks Club, which is a science and technology club that the university gets involved with local secondary schools. So we thought that it was a good fit to get the university lecturers involved with the schools.
Because it's delivered by a different person with different skills and qualities in a different environment, that's what really engaged them.
We've got to learn about different things, but in fun ways, doing experiments all the time.
These sessions on a Thursday at Hetton is to try and get you interested in science, yeah? To show you that science is really interesting, to show you that science, as well as being interesting, can be a great deal of fun.
The people that did deliver these workshops were the experts.
People from the university learned us more than our teachers.
I think the fact that we're actually taking interest in them and we're making a fuss of them and they know they're special has really, really helped their confidence.
It took a lot to sort of get them keyed into the idea. The first 2 visits to Hetton School, there was no uptake. Our kids just really didn't want to be there, you know.
Many of them at the start of the year were very disinterested in science. They were just sitting there passively. As the course has gone on, they are much more enthusiastic and interested.
If they'd came up to me and asked us, is it good? I'd be like, aye, I think that you should just go. I wish I was going again.
Right, at first, before we went, we just thought it was just going to be
doing more work than that, but it wasn't.
It was fun. It was like
you had a laugh and you met new people, but at the same time you were learning.
And the first time when we found out that it was on, we weren't going to go because we were like, oh, well, we don't really like science. But now that we've started going, we've started like science.
Well, when you went for the food at first, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What did you enjoy the most?
Downhill.
I think the Derwent Hill trip really, I mean, that was the key. That was the thing that sort of swung it.
You might kiss the stone.
That was horrible. That I nearly drowned in it.
It was nearly funny because some people were just bending down, not even kissing the stone, just letting the water go in the face.
And unlucky me kissed it. I look like
you probably the only one.
So.
My favourite part was the film studios, because you got to mess around with chemicals and see the different reactions and stuff.
If that's hydrogen, it should go bang. If it's helium, it should probably go pop. So I tell you, if you put your glasses on, you can come out here and test this. Okay, come on, put your glasses on. Now the thing is, it might be helium. The thing is, it might be hydrogen. I don't know. But you're going to test it. So what I'm going to do is, if you hold that spill in your hand, we'll have a practice, right? What I'm going to do is, I'm going to light that. When I've lighted it, you've got to go like that and touch the balloon with the flame. Not the cotton, because if you touch the cotton, the balloon will float up there and we'll never see it again. touch the balloon like that. If it's helium, it'll go pop. If it's hydrogen, it will explode. But what you must do is when I light that, yeah, you need to count to 20 because that'll give me enough time to get out the door. So are you happy to do that? No. Would you like, I tell you what, would you feel a bit safe if I give you a long stick? Yeah? So if you stood, do you think you'd feel safe if you stood here? So if you stand here and hold the tube, stick there, yeah? I will light the end, then when you're ready, just hold it against the balloon and we'll find out if it's hydrogen. Yeah? You'll have to keep it still so I can light it. Are you that frightened? Look, hold it still, right? Right, okay? Now, just give me a minute to light this and I'll tell you when you're ready. Okay, if it's helium, it'll just go pop. If it's hydrogen, it'll go a bit more than pop. Go on then. You need to get onto the balloon. So what do you think it was? Do you think it was hydrogen? Yeah, it went a bit more than pop, didn't it?
What was your favourite part?
We went to Sunderland University. When we were in the studios, got to look at all the cameras and that.
And the gases on how they formed and how they worked.
The university does work very strongly with the local schools, and it wants to play a key role in terms of showing that the school children that university is accessible.
With the involvement of the media students as well, that's added another level of interest for the children. They've really enjoyed getting involved with that side of things. And as long as other universities are willing to buy into the scheme, I think it will be very, very worthwhile.
It's a pilot scheme. The university was very happy to get involved. Hopefully by the University of Sunderland setting the standards, other universities can see that yes, higher education institutions can get involved and work collaboratively with schools.
If this sort of thing works, it's got to be looked at. It has to be taken on board by other schools, and I'm really confident that it will be.
And thanks to the teachers and everyone who's helped us with science. Thank you.